วนมือไว้ที่คอเขาจะได้อึดอัดพยายามจับไหล่ให้อยู่ใกล้คอที่สุดเพราะมันจะโดนคอเขาบางทีเขาจะไอหรือว่าหายใจไม่ออกนะครับแล้วศอกเวลาเราทำนะครับพอเรากดนี้เสร็จปุ๊บศอกเวลาทำไม่ใช่ผลักเอวอย่างนี้ถ้าผลักเอวอย่างนี้เขาจะเอาเข่าเข้ามาทับแขนไม่ได้ให้เราทำนีซอกเข้ามาที่ตัวเขาแล้วผลักออกเหมือนที่เรายิบเอชเทปนี้เยียบเนี่ยผลักเขาออกเข่าที่เราจะเข้าคือเข่านี้เห็นไหมครับถ้าเกิดเราเอาเข่านี้เหมือนเดิมเขาผลักออกเหมือนเดิมผลักเข่ากลับมาเริ่มใหม่
So he recommends to use the top leg always because again the bottom leg doesn't stop me from keep passing his guard. And Rui, if you have the questions why he doesn't bring the foot on top of my hips, this is because in reality it's really hard to create a full space to put your legs in unless you do it before they pass your guard. So usually when you try to escape from the side control, the best case that you can do is that you put in like the knee shoe. But it's really hard to put in like the full legs, especially you have longer legs.
ครับพอเราเข้าเสร็จปุ๊บดิเอสเอฟเข่านี้เข้านะครับพอเข่าดันปุ๊บเนี่ยโดยธรรมชาติเขาจะกดตัวลงนะครับกดตัวตามมาเราจะแข็งแรงกว่าก็ต่อเมื่อเราสามารถกดเข่าให้เขาอยู่ต่ำนะครับพอตัวเขาอยู่ต่ำเราผลักปุ๊บเราสามารถดึงขาเข้ามาง่าย
Side control. First focus on the frame, no hugging. Arm in, hand on the shoulder. This one make my neck feel uncomfortable. So even if I hold this together and you put elbow in and start to turn, you must turn. If you don't turn, you push against the ceiling. But if you turn, you put against me. So you're gonna turn. Turn, push, I don't feel comfortable, and let go. And now it depends. If I keep the knee on the mat, even easier for you. But if I keep the knees on the mat, doesn't matter. You're gonna bring the knees in, and my reaction is that I'm gonna lean in. But then you're gonna, yes, you see, push out and use this opportunity to regard and back to the close guard. Keep is I'm trying to get my arm really stiff. Stiff means your arm like straight. That's how you lock your arm together. Because if my arm is still like that, he can just crashing into me and break my frame again. But if I able to turn and get my arm like stiff, then when he trying to put in, I have more resistance. And then we initially, right, we push, and then we put the leg out, and from this position, the arm that frame and pushing gonna turn into the grips and pull. Because what we don't want to happen is when we are trying to push them away and recover โค้ชน้ำก็สามารถยืนได้เลยถ้าผมไม่จับอย่างนี้ if I don't grab here โค้ชน้ำ can actually control and I lose everything and he might pass my guard again the goal here we want to recover and buy some time right so we need to have a full control which is push and when he still try to come in that's good for me but if he notice that he can't come in anymore. He's gonna step out and try to do the passing from the outside. So I need to stop that by grabbing and then force him to pull into my close guard.
อย่างนี้โอเคครับเพราะตรงนี้เวลาโดนแล้วมันจะแบบตัวเขาจะเด้งขึ้นมาเพราะมันเจ็บเบาๆนะครับกดปุ๊บพอจังหวะตัวเขายกเนี่ยพอเรากดปุ๊บเข่าเราลองเลยเพราะตัวเขาลองเขาจะแรงเขาจะน้อยลงนะครับและกดดึงขาหลังออกเวลาถอยดึงถอยออกใช่ไหมครับพอถอยออกเสร็จปุ๊บถ้าเกิดเรายืนอย่างนี้ถ้าเรายืนขึ้นสิ่งที่เราจะเจอก็โดนเขาเซ็ตง่ายแต่พอเราออกกดนะครับถอยเวลาลุกอย่าลุกอย่างนี้ลุกยากให้ดึงเข้ามาใกล้ๆตัวแล้วเปิดออกข้างๆนี่ครับดึงอย่างนี้เปิดมันจะเข้าตรงเข่าพอดีแต่ถ้าเกิดเราอยู่อย่างนี้แล้วเรานี่หาไปหามันจะโดนกับเหมือนเดิมทีบออกโดนเซตพยายามกดไว้ดึงเข้ามา ครับมือนี้คอนโทรลไว้พยายามดันเข้าไว้ลองเห็นไหมครับดันไว้อย่างนี้นะครับดันไว้แล้วมือกอดคอพร้อมกับเข่าลงพื้น
So usually we always talking about you should pass the close guard when you stand up, correct? But that's always the reality is that you can never stand up. So we gotta learn how to pass when we on the knees. And usually when we on the knees and we try to pass close guard, most likely happen triangle, armbar, anything. But what we are trying to achieve here is that Coach Tam say grab the pants, because when you grab the pants, Coach Tam grab the pants. It's harder to break the posture compared to grabbing the belt, because the higher you get the arm over here, the easier for me to break his posture. But if you grab low here, it's actually really hard. And look, to prevent the triangle or arm bar, 2 arm in or 2 arm out. No 1 arm in, 1 arm out, that's always some submission. And once you get this one solidified, you want to have a good posture, you stay on the toes, right? And of course, you bring the elbow in because you want to create more space here. And now I start to feel uncomfortable. So when he start to push the elbow down, I need to start to counter by lifting it up. And as I do this, he gonna put knees under my body. And now I can't go back down anymore. So now he create even more space. But instead of trying to use his arm to open, which is a bad idea, ถ้าคนน้ำเอามือมาผลักเลย This happen all the time. So instead, keep it tight, but then pull the legs back. So you can see, put the legs back and keep it tight, stiff arm. Then circle the knee on top, and then step on, and no more close guard here. You can just drop the knee here and stay. Now it's really hard to escape. Even if I try to get up and try to come out, I'm actually gonna give him the pass now because I got no frame. So if people have to do a bit of jiu-jitsu, they will keep down and start to frame because they don't want to get past. But from here, nothing stop. Coach now gonna keep the hands here on the pants. It's important because first, he doesn't want me to bring my leg on top like that to block. So every time I try to move my leg, he's gonna use elbow to move around and block me. And then this one come, cross face, and drop the hips and back step. He keep this one, look. When he keep this one, when I try to turn back into him, he can push and get to the side control.
เยอะปัญหาแต่ถ้าเกิดเราออกอย่างนี้และทำแบบที่ผมเอาเข้าเห็นไหมครับมือเราคอนโทรลเขาได้เห็นไหมเราทำไปอยู่เขาจะกระดัน
So he wants you to come closer, not cutting out, because when you cut out, you give me the space to put in the knee shoe and push you back. Different story comparing to when he do this. I got no shoe. It's really hard to bring my leg in because he's staying too close. Very difficult, okay? So try to focus on bringing your knees like slide on top of my thigh and stay close, not too far. Too far, you're giving me space to escape.
เพราะว่าถ้าเกิดเราพักตรงนี้เห็นไหมระยะยืดเยอะแต่ถ้าอย่างนี้นะครับจะตึงกว่าขาจะตึงนะต่อไปนะครับพอเรามาเสร็จปุ๊บถอยขึ้นสิ่งที่จะเจอเลยขาขึ้นคอ
ทันที
ใช่ไหม
Immediately
ยืดตัวขึ้นอย่างนี้พอขาเขาจะยืดขึ้นมากดตัวลงนิดหนึ่งเห็นไหมครับเอาไหล่เข้าไปเอาไว้จับปกก็ได้ถ้าเราภายในไม่ได้จับปกไหล่อัดมือเห็นไหมครับมือนี้ปล่อยชุดคุณออกมาข้างนอกจะกดไว้เปลี่ยนนะครับมือนี้จับกางเกง
On top of your leg here is hard because nothing to grab because your knee has to be close, right? So go down and reach on below. So it's easy for you to go back and do this. But if you grab it like this, nothing to grab, and then it forces you to release the pressure, and maybe you lose everything. So make sure that you grab from the bottom of your leg, then out And when you go here, you feel like your head stuck, no problem. Stay. Stay, because the more you push in, the more they don't feel comfortable, and most likely they're gonna yeah. And now look, my knees still stay off the mat because I got zero control. Before, if I put my knees down, he doesn't feel the weight. He can turn into me โคนน้ำ turn in แล้ว escape เลย trouble แต่ว่าถ้าสมมติว่า I pass and I stay here, Coach Sam try to turn in, not easy. Then I set up the cross face first, under hook, then I can put the knees down. Stay. Before he bring it in, like extend and it's strong to take it out and grab here. No problem. Same thing. I still stay control. Right hand, shoulder. Pose. Pull. Make sure that I get the elbow inside, not out, in. So basically, I pull his arm in and push my elbow against his rib cage. Then the hand will stay here, gonna come, press on the neck, step over and stay. Now look, switch arm, one at a time. ไอ้มือนี้ต้องเข้าไปก่อนนะ This arm go in first before you take it out. You don't like here, you lose everything. Here, in, out, wrist, grab your own wrist again. But this one we switch called Kimura grip. That's Americana, and this one Kimura. And then, like a game, right, up, left. So reaction here, frame, I control, grab. Yes, usually it's going to be straightforward like that before they catch. Because if you catch them, too late. Hug, bring, and look. Here it should be easy. Knees on the mat, right? Hands on the mat. But this one is better to come out and stay stable. If you put it here, sometimes you lean back like that. So you need this one to push against him. Push on the neck to step over, because if you don't, Coach Beam can get up on his elbow and then scramble. มันเป็นอย่างนี้เลย But if you push, he cannot get up. Step over, switch, pull, wrist, grab your own wrist. If you grab the belt, you're gonna be a little mean, like up. And you can even go further to like spinning armbar. You try to fight, you come, you take the back, you do the choke, you go back to armbar. We get there. Okay? But first you pull the arm out, then he can turn into you. The mechanic of the cross face is stop people from turning into you, because I use my shoulder to dive forward. So it's really hard for him to turn the body because it's opposite direction to the neck. That's the amazing things about the cross face. You force the face to look that way, his body also want to turn that way too. He doesn't want to break his neck. That's why the cross face is so strong. But from here, if I could good control and I let go, it's still hard for him to turn the body. Now he can turn his neck, no problem, but not his body, because I maintain it to be flat. Once I get this one out, still chest to chest control, I will bring it up and look for the wrist and push it down. If you find it difficult because this guy is strong and push back, you can't grab. Now it's dangerous because you're going to start to lean back and lose the balance trying to grab. So maintain. His arm is not stronger than your body. So you control here. Look how I use my body. I lock it up until we can catch the wrist. And then try to push it down. If not, again, body weight. Then look, the hand that stay on the shoulder here, gonna come and grab my own wrist. From here, I'm gonna pull the elbow close to his body. This is the key. To make this Americana work, you need to pull the elbow close to the body. Big difference. From here, I will try to tap Coach Beam. I put this one on the mat and push it out and lift my elbow. Takes so long to tap. I I bring it in tap เดี๋ยวไปทำเดี๋ยวจะรู้สึกว่าทำไมมันต่างกัน and if you want to make it worse you do like a motorbike you don't only lift but